Hi everyone and welcome back. Thank you for your support and loyalty. I truly appreciate it. I know you are not interested in our weather, but I honestly don't know whether it is the horrible weather or my aching back, which is rendering me extra irritable and sarcastic these last few days. But whatever it is what it is. I am really very bad on replying to your comments in the comment section lately because life in general had been a little hectic. Load shedding, luckily only stage one, teaching, physiotherapy, and with my daughter first very sick and now working long hours, I'm also suddenly the chief cook and bottle washer. However, I do try and reply to comments randomly and I do scan or read as many as I can. Unfortunately, for some reason lately, I tend to happen on those comments which either makes me mad or irritate the living daylights out of me. And then I also miss out on informative, interesting, or even nice comments, which in turn makes me sad sometimes because for every one nasty or dumb idiot, there are so many kind and nice people and subscribers, and sometimes I feel so guilty that I can't get to all of you individually. Anyway, in one of my last videos, I mentioned that I was binge watching River for a change and that I was enjoying it, particularly his tip jar section, because I also love going to secondhand stores and looking for interesting junk. And up until a few years ago, I had a bit of a retro style, a bit off the beaten path, if you know what I mean. Different, and along with that, a devil may care attitude. I can actually tell you stories of my clothing encounters which will entertain you for hours, but here is one of many. I once saw this pajama fabric, honest to goodness, cuddly winter fleece fabric, but with this magnificent red rose print on it. And I bought some of it. Finally, I made pants out of it, honestly meaning to wear it as pajamas. But once finished, I decided the fabric was far too beautiful to wear to bed. So I made a black top to match the little black accents in the design. And I wore it with short black boots and strings of beads and bangles, etc. Looking back, I can't tell you how many people actually stopped me and asked me where I bought the pants. Many, 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 many. Then there was the golden silk antique dress with a huge covered button, the black lace and chiffon layered skirt, the neon lime green jumpsuit. Each of these had their own story. Some of the stories are funny, some bring happy memories, and some are actually hurtful and sad. But one day I'll tell you these stories if you are at all interested. For now, let's get back to the comments. So, someone in the comment section had the absolute gall to tell me to stop watching Rivers Fluff and start watching the Royal Grifts series on the London Scoop saga. Well, my dears, I lost it. Don't ask me why. Usually I am quite cool and an expert at ignoring certain comments, but I just lost it. I lost it to the extent that for a couple of hours, if not a day, I thought I never ever want to make a single video about a British royal ever again. I just want to step away and maybe after a week or two find something else to talk to you about. However, eventually I cooled down and I looked at my shelves full of books on the royals some dating back to the 1950s, and I told myself that I'm stupid to allow one person to upset me to the extent where I give up a hobby and this channel, which had become so valuable to me. Not only because I get to earn some much needed extra income, but also because of the company and the friendships I have made as result. But I think I have to make it very clear to those people, that handful who had really been getting to me lately. You don't know me, my household, my circumstances, and you will not tell me what to do with my time or tell me who I should or should not watch. In any event, Bookworm is uniquely Bookworm. I really do not care what other creators are talking about. Yes, sometimes I comment on other videos, but I never watch other videos to find material for my own. Never. I do not even always stick to what is making the headlines in mainstream media most of the time. Because, quite frankly, I don't even really care what mainstream media has to say. Yes, I read the Express and the Daily Mail. I go on Instagram and Quora. I send and receive email from people with their opinions. Sometimes they send me tips, and I have a few who have proven to have reliable information once in a blue moon. I also have books and books and books on the royals, which I often use as reference. I have second-hand university handbooks on psychology, etc., etc. And at the end of the day, my videos contain a mixture of all of this and my own opinion. And sometimes I'll even ask someone for help if I'm not sure or don't know something. Like, I had an accountant help me with a video. I had a retired banking executive helping me with another video. I had someone working in the film industry helping me with another. Had a South African lady from a large international PR firm advising me on another video. I honestly tried to be informative, but no one can do that 24/7, month in, month out, year in, year out. Sometimes we also need to just chill and just chat and just connect as human beings or have fun. Harry and Meghan are not my entire life, not even close, and neither are the royals. And sometimes I just want to read a book or a story for the heck of it. And sometimes I do not even watch one single video on the royals for a week or two, as I find the work I do on my own just about enough to handle sometimes. And then I'll watch videos on true crime or the new UFO saga, or I watch random things which interest me. For instance, I watched an hour-long video on automaton the other day because I have always been fascinated by particularly the old antique automata, and particularly those of German and Swiss origin. I watched a video on bonobos after my grandson and I spoke about a book I read a long time ago called Chromosome 6 by Robin Cook. And then I went and ordered the book so he and I can read it together. Yes, I know others have grown bigger and faster, although they started their channels, say, more recently. But I don't care. I don't do the clickbait thing. I do not have a professional advertising company helping me. I wasn't famous or well known before I started my channel. I'm not buying subscribers. I do not have a studio with professional equipment. And at 60, I'm not going to build a soundproof room and buy expensive equipment unless, of course, my grandson decides to do professional recordings as a career in the future. But at the moment, he wants to do this one day and that the next. Yes, I have been called a cheap bedroom creator and all kinds of things. But get it, I don't care. I like my chats. I find my interactions with people and their varying opinions interesting. Making these videos give me a goal. It keeps my mind active. And I thank my lucky stars every day for the many blessings this channel has brought me. It has, in many ways, changed my life. So, I do not care what Royal Grift is talking about, or anyone else for that matter. That is their channel, and they can talk about whatever they want, and I will watch whomever I want when I want to, or when I have the time. Something else, and this may be a little cryptic, but the people this is aimed at will know exactly what I'm talking about. It happens from time to time that I say or tell you something, and tomorrow someone else says something different. Well, so what? Unless I am or they are factually wrong, like some journalists or authors who do not know how titles work. But otherwise, unless you are related to the royals, married to one, or working with them on a daily basis and absolutely know better, do you think it is your place to email me and tell me that I am lying because this creator said this or that creator said that? Do you? I can tell you of at least 2 times when I told you something, and at least two of the biggest mixer channels disputed it and said the exact opposite. And I kept quiet, but at the end of the day, I was 100% right. But you know what? I'm 60 and not 6. And therefore, I don't come on here and go, where, I was right. No, I don't care. I bring you stories about what I hear, what I read, what I am told, and I do it as accurately as possible. And yes, I have been wrong, and I made mistakes over the past 4 years, but none of the other creators went on their channels and gleefully taunted me for my mistake. None of them went, wait, she is wrong. No, because they are also all adults and honestly don't care about my little channel either. So why some people, some of whom don't even live in England, have never read a book on any royal, and likely only jump from one channel to another for their limited information, think they can harass me because their idol has a difference of opinion is absolutely beyond me. We are allowed to respectfully disagree. Also, some of us live in different counties, even different countries, have different friends, different informants, so it is likely that we will differ on opinion and information from time to time. So, yes, Ms. or Mrs. S and Ms. or Mrs. M, another creator can tell you every day for the next week that there was never going to be a meeting between the king and his son, and that it is all made up and dreamt up by someone in Montecito. I don't care. My information is that there was a request made for a private meeting about issues, and matters outstanding, not peace negotiations or olive branches or any of that crap. A meeting to discuss family and royal matters. I was also told that it is the very reason why the departure for the France visit was moved from the 19th to the 20th. I was also told that at the time of our discussion, the Duke has not accepted or denied the request. I have not asked since, and even if I do decide to ask, I may not be told the truth or anything at all, because if it is to be kept private, then it will be kept private, and we may even never know. That is what I was told by somebody I trust, and somebody who told me the proven truth before. So, am I right and other creators wrong? Or am I wrong and other creators right? I don't know. I guess time will tell, or it won't. At this point, I'm leaving it at what I was told, and we'll see towards the end of September whether there will be any statements or changes made, and we'll take it from there, and each of us will still draw our own conclusions and have our own opinions, which we are all entitled to. Okay, guys, that was my rant. I feel much better now that I have that off my chest, and I apologize to the majority of my subs and viewers who are completely innocent and who are always supportive, loyal, and sometimes even protective of me. I truly love and appreciate you, and you do not deserve this rant at all. But I also think that in a way I owe you an explanation sometimes, and that you sometimes deserve to know why I may not sound myself, or why I take a day or two off, or whatever. Yes, sometimes a bookworm can become a spitting cobra, and sometimes people are just not thinking. Okay, guys, if all goes well, I'll have the third chapter of Kings and Queens ready for you this weekend. My daughter is, however, working all weekend, and I have no clue how to add something to the website. So maybe it will only be loaded on Monday. We'll see. I'll inform you on my community page. I'll also post on my other channel this weekend. I made a bit of a mess, so I have to redo the video I made earlier this week, or abandon it completely and do something different. Well, actually, I have two attempts, so I have two messed up videos, both now half made. We'll see how far I get, so please keep an eye on my community page. Well, that's it from me for today. Thank you if you stuck it out till the end. I promise you I'll do better and bring you content of value in the next one. So until then, please take good care of yourself. Until we meet on the next one. Bye.